make ramps because, well, not really make ramps. I just find all the pieces of wood laying around. It looks like a war zone in here again. So I'm about to order new boots for these CV axles, and then I'm going to paint them up and clean them up and flip them around and do whatever I got to do to make those fit, and then I'll have to figure out how I'm going to find another set of companion flanges so that I can mount those up, because I don't want to send mine in and then go without driving the car for like 3 weeks or a month. So Kyle does have another parts car, so between me and him we might coordinate something and rotate. That way both of us can keep driving the whole time. He also said something about maybe doing some extensive work on his car in the near future, so maybe we can figure out something that way. But he's actually going to go the CV axle route too. That's what's in that box. It's the exact same thing as those over there. I ordered those a while ago, and then I found those more locally, so now I have 2 sets. So one of them's going to go to Kyle, and we're both going to do the exact same swap. So once I get those CVs in and get that other rear end finally figured out, then it really gets exciting. What you doing? Since you guys like the driving footage, I'm gonna run to Best Buy and grab a couple of mounts for the GoPro, because that's really the only way I can get a lot of it. It's hard to hold this camera and try to film it. If I get other people riding with me, it's a little better, but to get some exhaust clips, and I might even throw it in the engine bay at some point just to see for myself. I'd be interested too in what that would look like. But I'm gonna run to Best Buy in Madison and do a little filming along the way. Parked next to you. Not even mad. So I bought a suction cup mount for the GoPro, and about 5 minutes after I started driving, the GoPro ran out of batteries. I got some footage with it on its little hook contraption. But this way, with the suction cup, I'll be able to put it right on a window or right on top of the car and maybe get some better angles. This part's gonna be good. thing I will say about this diff is it actually drives damn nice on the interstate. 70, 80 miles an hour. This thing just absolutely coasts. Look at that. While I was at Best Buy, I also made a little bit of an impulse purchase. I bought this camera bag because I used to use this little guy, and then an even smaller one that I stuffed inside it was for the GoPro, bigger one for the camera. I didn't want to carry two bags around, so they had this on sale, and I bought this. You can rearrange all these how you want. Got all the gear loaded up, just barely fit it all, but I don't think I'm going to acquire too much more camera stuff anytime soon. Stuff the suction cup in there. Load the GoPro up in there, and then the camera sits right there, and extra batteries and stuff there. So this way, I think a backpack's a little better way to carry stuff anyways than these little bags that are just kind of inconvenient. This way I can either throw this in the car and just leave it like a little briefcase, or wear it around, or do whatever. The only thing that I couldn't fit was the little tripod, but I figured out I can stuff it in the little side compartment there, and then these little clips will lock it and keep it from falling out. Dog approved. It's too windy to talk outside, so I came inside the shack. One of the next projects, small projects for the car, is this catch can setup. I had to get a different plug end for it, which I think I left in the house, because this thing's so much bigger than the other one that I have that this little bit is like, it just hangs down too far. This mounts, it's meant to mount flat against whatever you're supposed to put it on. I'm gonna have to somehow retrofit some spacers of some kind, or do something a little bit differently because of the way I have the other one set up. This one, the only place I can put it is right in the same place. I have a minor thing that needs to be fixed before it develops into something a little bit more major. This bracket that I made for my throttle cable, which I kind of like, the angle of it is just slightly off. Like the cable, if it were going to be straight, would be like over here, but it needs to come over here to be lined up right about there. So it's just slightly off, and I think it's starting to, it hasn't frayed, but it's a little bit of a kink in the cable. I mean, it's not a short-term problem, but I think long-term, like 10,000 miles down the road, I don't want that thing to be all frayed up. Okay, so all I did was put this in the vise. I didn't even heat it up. I don't think I really needed to. I just gave it a bend ever so slightly, and that was enough to get this, probably could never tell on camera, but it was enough to get this to point down more and line up better. And in pictures and stuff you probably couldn't tell as much, but it was just putting a little too much stress on the cable right there, and now it's significantly better, so I think it'll actually last a long time now. And that was a pretty simple little project really, but one of those things that just needed to get done sooner rather than later. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I know I didn't accomplish that much when it came to working on stuff, but I ordered those CV boots to rebuild those axles, and should be doing that in the near future as soon as that stuff comes. And I called the shop again about the rear end today. I don't think they're making much progress on it at the moment, but they say they're working on it, so I guess for now that's all I can really do, is just trust that they're being straightforward with me. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.